Welcome you all in lecture number 7 of series solution of differential equation. Today we are going to see the introduction of Frobenius method. Now what is Frobenius method? It is an extension of power series method. Now when we can use this Frobenius method? If x is equal to 0 is a regular singular point of the differential equation, then this differential equation p0 of x d2y by dx square plus p1 of x dy by dx plus p2 of x into y is equal to 0 is have Frobenius series solution, and that series of solution representation is y is equal to x to the power m a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube and so on. So here extra term is this x to the power m. Now it can be written as in summation form, summation k is equal to 0 to infinity ak x to the power m plus k. Now m can be obtained by substituting the values of y dy by dx d2y by dx square in the given differential equation. But to find out m, we will get initial equation, and that initial equation is on equating the coefficient of lowest power of x to 0, a quadratic equation in m is obtained, and that equation is called as initial equation. Or in short, you can remember that the equation which is in terms of m is called as initial equation. Just like auxiliary equation in previous chapter, here we have initial equation and which is in terms of m. Now we get two values of m because we get quadratic equation here. So two values of m because of second order differential equation. So the solution of given equation 1 depends on the nature of the roots of initial equation. Now writing solution is depends on the roots of these values of m. Now there are four cases to write down solution of this Frobenius series Frobenius method. First one is case 1, when roots m1 and m2 are distinct and not differing by an integer. That is, m1 minus m2 is not equal to 0 or positive integer. Then complete solution for this case can be written as y is equal to c1 into y at m1 means c1 into y at first root plus c2 into y at second root. For example, if we have m1 is equal to 1 by 2 and m2 is equal to 2, then first case, what is first case? Remember this, m1 and m2 are distinct, and difference between m1 and m2 may be anything. It should not be 0 or any positive integer. This is the condition. m1 minus m2 is not equal to 0 and it should not be positive integer. Any other value we will get here. So if m1 is 1 by 2 and m2 is equal to 2. So what is the difference between m1 minus m2? It is minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 means minus 1.5 is not a positive integer or it is not 0, but we are getting some value. So for such cases we can write this solution as y is equal to c1 into y at first root is m is equal to 1 by 2 and second root is c2 into y at m is equal to 2. So this is the first case. First case is m1 and m2 are distinct and not differing by an integer. Remember this. Next, second case. Second case is when roots m1 and m2 are equal, that is m1 is equal to m2, then solution can be written as y is equal to c1 y at m1 plus c2 into del y by del m at m1. Means what we have to find out here? We first find out solution y. Y is, what is y? Solution y is summation of k is equal to 0 to infinity ak x to the power m plus k. So we find out first this solution. After finding solution, we put m is first root, that is m is equal to, suppose we have m is equal to 2. Then we put m is equal to 2 in this solution. Then we write this solution as it is in the form of m and we differentiate it with respect to m first. And after that again we substitute m value, that is m is equal to 2. So finding out del y by del m, and after that substitute value of m is equal to 2. Adding both the solution you will get complete solution, which is y is equal to c1 into y at m1 plus c2 into del y by del m at m1. So this is the second case. Second case means both the roots are equal. If it is equal, then we have to find out its derivative of solution with respect to m. Then next, third step, case number 3. Case number 3 is when roots m1 and m2 are distinct. Again this third case is distinct and differ by an integer. Means difference between these two roots is equal to integer. What is integer? Plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3. So like that there will be some difference of m1 minus m2. Now complete solution can be written as y is equal to c1 into y at m1 plus c2 into del y by del m at m1. Now if m1 is equal to 3 by 2 and m2 is equal to 5 by 2, what is the difference between these two? 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2, it is minus 1, and minus 1 is an integer. So difference between these two roots are integer and both are distinct. So it satisfies the given condition, which is case number 3. So case number 3 we want y at root and del y by del m at that root. So second, if m1 is equal to 2 and m2 is equal to 4, what is the difference between these two? It is minus 2. Means again it comes out to be integer. So we have to use this case number 3. Solution for case number 3. But sometimes if sum of the coefficient of y in series become infinite, some coefficients of y becomes infinite, then at that time we have to replace m is equal to m1 to overcome this difficulty and replace a0 by b0 into m minus m1. Means we replace that root by m minus that root, m minus root multiplied by some constant. So we get a solution which is only a constant multiple of first solution, that is a0 is equal to b0 into m minus m1. So writing method is same, only if there are some terms which goes up to infinity, then at that time we will do this substitution. And then next, case number 4. Case number 4 is if the roots are distinct, means m1 and m2 are distinct and differing by an integer and making some coefficient indeterminate. Indeterminate means its value exists but it comes out to be indeterminate, then at that time complete solution is y is equal to c1 into y at m1 plus c2 into y at m2. So this is the complete solution for the case number 4. So these are the 4 cases of writing a solution of Frobenius method. So first thing we have to remember, Frobenius method is used when x is equal to 0 is a regular singular point. Second thing, solution of Frobenius method can be written as y is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to infinity ak x to the power m plus k. Then we find out y dash, y double dash of this term to put in given equation and we solve as per our power series method only. Then we get one equation. Here we have in solution only m, so we get one equation which is in terms of m, and that equation is called as indicial equation. Now after getting indicial equation we will get two values of m. So that two values of m have total 4 cases. First case is if the roots are distinct and not differing by an integer, then simply we write y is equal to c1 into y at m1 plus c2 into y at m2. Same is the case which is case number 4. Solution writing method for solution is same for case number 4 also. It is y is equal to c1 into y at m1 plus c2 into y at m2, and m1 and m2 are distinct. Here not differing by an integer, but in case number 4 it is differing by an integer. This is the basic difference, and making some coefficient indeterminate. So Roots are distinct and differing by an integer is case number 4. Roots are distinct and not differing by an integer is case number 1. So, writing method for solution for both the methods are same. Y is equal to C1 into Y at M1 plus C2 into Y at M2. Similarly, case number 2 and case number 3 solution of writing method for solution is same. Y is equal to C1 into Y at M1 plus C2 into del Y by del M at M1. But here M1 and M2 are equal in case number 2 and M1 and M2 are distinct in case number 3, and here it is differing by an integer. Here both the roots are same. So this is case number 2. So remember only two things. Solution of writing method for solution is y is equal to C1 into Y at M1 plus C2 into Y at M2, and second method is y is equal to C1 into Y at M1 plus C2 into Y at del Y by del M at M1. So this is all about the introduction of Frobenius method. In next lecture we will see examples on this Frobenius method. So we will see examples step by step on case number 1, case number 2, case number 3 and case number 4. So we will see examples on different cases. Thank you.